Today, I'm going to be showing you where you should write your rap verse on a beat by understanding rap instrumentals. First, import your instrumental into your DAW and input the tempo of the instrumental. If you don't already have a DAW, I recommend Studio One 5 Prime, which is free for both Mac and Windows. I'll post a link to it and everything else that I mentioned in this tutorial in the video description below. And if you don't know the tempo of the instrumental, then you can use a free online tool like TuneBat to figure it out for you. Next, align the instrumental to the grid correctly by placing the first snare of a bar with the second beat of the grid. Even though you've already inputted the instrumental's tempo into your DAW, this is still necessary if your instrumental is an MP3, because usually MP3s have a short pause in the beginning of them, which will throw the instrumental off the grid. Now to fix this, just remove the snap function so that you can move the instrumental freely around the grid and then align the first snare of a bar with the second beat on the grid. Then re-engage the snap function to lock the instrumental back to the grid. And loop 1 to 2 bars and engage the metronome, and if you've done everything correctly, you will hear both snares landing at the same time as the metronome on the second and fourth beats of the bar. Now that the instrumental is aligned to the grid of the DAW correctly, we can easily navigate throughout the instrumental and figure out its song structure. Typically 90%, if not more, of the instrumentals that you will ever rap over will begin with the intro that's typically anywhere between 4 to 8 bars in length. Intros are used to introduce you to certain elements of the instrumental before all the other elements come into play. And it's common for intros to have some type of melodic pattern in them, and usually these melodies are also present throughout a big portion of the instrumental. Also, intros typically don't have the kick and the snare drums in them. And after the intro, either the hook or the verse section of the instrumental will come in, and both jump up a level in energy compared to the intro and typically have drums in them, kicks and snares. And you can see this jump in energy visually by looking at the instrumental's waveform. And one easy way to tell if it's the verse or the hook that comes in after the intro is after that jump in energy occurs, see if the instrumental drops off in energy 8 bars later. If so, then it's likely the hook that came in after the intro, followed by the verse, because hooks are typically 8 bars in length and verses are typically 12 to 16 bars in length. If this is the case, you would write your rap verse on the section that comes after the hook. And if this isn't the case, then it's likely the verse that came in after the intro, and that's where you should write your rap verse. Now you just need to confirm the length of the verse. Is it 12 bars or 16 bars? Now let's see within this instrumental what comes after that intro. Is it the verse or is it the hook? Okay, so on bar 5 here, you can see by looking at the waveform, this is where an increase of energy happens after the intro. Check it out, bar 5. Right there. So this is either the verse or the hook right here. So what I'm going to do is just simply count forward 8 bars from bar 5, and that's going to be bar 13 right here. So I'm just going to take it back to bar 12, and I'm going to listen to it 12 going into 13 to see if it feels like on 13 that things drop off a bit. Let's see. See that? An instrument was just removed, therefore it feels like the energy dropped off a little bit. I'm gonna take it back just a little bit further, listen to that one more time. There you go, you can feel how it drops down on 13. That means that that length of that section of the song was 8 bars and then it changed. So that tells me it's likely the hook that comes in directly after the intro. And now you just need to confirm what is the length of that verse. Is it a 12-bar verse or is it a 16-bar verse or longer? And it's pretty simple how to determine the length of the verse at this point. Just determine where the hook comes back in, and that'll let you know. Just compare where it begins and where the hook comes back in and count the difference between the two, and that's your length of your verse. Now at this point, I recommend that you go ahead and create you some markers where the different sections of the song are. That way you can easily just remember things or wrap your mind around it. So I already know here that on bar number 5 is where the hook comes in. So all I got to do is just go here in Studio One and I click the letter Y on my keyboard, and that creates a marker. And then I can click on that marker. I can double click on it and name it anything I want. So I'm just going to call this hook 1. And I know also already that the verse comes in on bar 13 because this is an 8-bar hook. And so it comes in on bar 13. So I'm going to hit Y there and I'm going to put verse 1. Now we just need to figure out how much further into that second hook comes in. And that will give us the length of our verse. And oftentimes you can visually tell where a hook comes back in because a lot of times producers will create what we call a drop in the instrumental where we'll remove certain amounts of instruments right before the hook comes in. And that kind of helps our transition from the verse to the hook. And it also helps the hook feel even bigger when it does come back in because we reintroduce all those instruments we just took away. So look for a drop in the instrumental, and you can see it actually here on my waveform right here. You see this drop right here after bar 27 going into bar 29. I'm sorry, if I zoom in a little bit more, that's bar 28 actually. If I just zoom in, there's bar 28. We see that drop right there going into 29. That's likely where the hook comes back in. Let me play it from bar 27 leading into that, and let's check it out. And that's where the hook is. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit that, hit Y, create my marker, double click on it, and I'm gonna call this hook number 2. And if I zoom out, all I gotta do is just count the difference between the two, and I have the length of my verse. And if you wanna double check and make sure that you're correct, that this is the hook, you can play the beginning of hook number 2 here, and go back and play the beginning of hook 1, and compare the two, and they should sound pretty much the same. Let's do that real quick. And let's go back to hook 1. Exactly the same. And now we can see between hook 2 and verse 1 is 16 bars. 4, 8, 12, 16. And that's the length of your verse. So you know exactly where your verse is supposed to go. So you know where you should be writing your verse on the instrumental, and you know how long the verse is. And that's very important because that way you know how much space you have to express whatever it is that you're saying, and you know around what time you need to be wrapping things up to get back into the hook. And one more tip is you won't always have the visual waveform to go by because sometimes there isn't a big drop before the hook. And so what I recommend doing in that situation is just skip on the verse, skip 4-bar sections at a time and pay attention to where a lot of instruments are reintroduced. And a lot of times that's the hook. Let me just demonstrate that real quick. So I'm gonna start from the beginning of verse 1 here. Now I'm gonna go to 17, that's 4 bars further. Still the same. Let's go to bar 21. Same thing there. Same thing there as well. Let's go to 29. Now we hear the more instruments being introduced. My name is Cole Mize with ColeMizeStudios.com, where I strive to make you a better rapper now. And if you're trying to perfect your rap skills, make sure that you get yourself a free copy of my ebook, The #1 Fundamental to Rapping, via the link in the video description below. And subscribe to this channel for more straight to the point, no BS, how to rap video tutorials just like this one. And always remember, when it comes to rapping, there's no rules. There's only techniques. Peace. Hey man, you see that subscribe button right there? Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. Oh, and don't forget the bell icon. Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. Hey, I know you see that like button, right? Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. And look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself, today I'm gonna kill it.